It made you laugh out loud. I'm glad it made someone laugh, Brunette. I'm glad it made someone laugh. But Laketta swears they're not turtles. Well, we'll wait and see, won't we? You get sad when you have competition for affection. What's happened here, then? The gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's... Oh yeah, the storm. The storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. Turtle army can't be a bad thing, can't it? Can't it, though? You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and help the Dawn servant sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there is so much else that was lost for good. You know what this place reminds me of? You know what this place reminds me of? Kilika. With like the stilts and the storm damage. Too soon. Yo, Wook. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. That storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. I too will look around a bit more. No more turtles, Chuckles, no more. Need a tattoo of a turtle dressed as a frog. I don't need any of it. The dry and shrunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. Just figuring out how I get over there. Zoom in a bit. Boat of woven reeds. Oh, look, it's got a little burb on the front. Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. Oh yeah, burbs. Alfie? This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold practical and cultural significance to the Hanu then. Hello? Can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. We ought to hurry over too.
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
J's are je, G's are
How
ye.
much easier it would be if Soralja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Two-headed dude.
Ugh, you made it after all.
Where's the other dude? The fourth one.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
You don't say.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can find a resolution. However,
Aye,
that
well,
will take time.
It is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Okay. Okay, well, fine. His voice always reminds you of Puss in Boots.
Exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Andy, welcome in. Yeah. How's it going?
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, mercy me. You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja.
Baku Jaja.
Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Oh, challenge laid down.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Hey, Reyes. I am enjoying this so far.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone.
I am.
The Feat of Reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
So we just got to solve a farming problem? Well, that shouldn't be too bad, should it? Gucci, baby. And you? I'm doing good, thank you, Andy. Very warm today. I'm a little bit toasty, let's put it that way.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
I've lost count, Haley.
What of little
Welcome in.
mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
She's in the running.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Why are we getting involved in this situation anyway?
Damn it, I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
She'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Not here for long. Thought you'd chief. Ah, no
Right.
worries, Reyes. Thanks for dropping
You're
in.
right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
Gas nicely. But if anyone else had got there first, would we have said yes to them instead? This is what I mean. Why are we interfering in the leadership contest of a foreign state? Is my question. Shared a strong warriors sort you out. You guys had nothing important going on Kryl and the Twin. No, I know the circumstances. I'm like, why did we accept? Like, why did we accept to get involved in a leadership contest in a foreign state? Have we learned nothing? Continue the story. Okay. Andy, I said I was going to show you something, and I've forgotten what I said I was going to show you. What did I say I was going to show you in the game? I remember us talking about something, and me saying I was going to show you something or other, and then I completely forgot what that was. Oh, well. Setup and settings and ting. Oh, okay. Maybe Friday will be better for that then, because I actually, oh no, we could go through. Let me see. I was going to show you something. Andy's already. No, I'm joking. That's not true. Yeah, I probably need to put some thought into it then, rather than just do it on the fly. Because I have to remember. One, I have to remember how I set my stuff up. And two, probably need to go through it in a logical order. My brain is mush. Yeah. I'll do it on Friday. I'll do it on Friday because yeah, I'll have to think about the order to go through it in. But yeah, I did say I would do that. I'm gonna get myself some shoes. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're gonna find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the reeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Erenville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are grown? Of course, follow me. Do you know, I was thinking today it would be quite funny to make a character of Goots from Final Fantasy 16 because you get we have the backpack now. We have the backpack. So you could literally make a Goots character in this game, and it would be amazing. This I know. Can you be Ifrit for us? Me nan said I can't. Wook Lamat. That's a good one. You can all stay back. I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Hey, good night, Reyes. Sleep well. Give me strength. Let all of us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. Merida's done another in-game chat thing. Rinvello has completed a venture. 99 turtle plushies have been placed in your inventory. That's not how ventures work. That's not how that works. As Zanu Halley described, the weeds appear wilted and unhealthy. The water contains no obvious contaminants and looks fresh and clear at a cursory glance. Oh no, a lethargic frog! Oh, don't worry. Oh, your people is here. Your people is here. Oh, you look so sleepy. Can I see the frog? Oh, look at him. He looks so sleepy. A small frog catches your eye. Strangely lackadaisical. It doesn't even bother to hop when it eventually scurries away. Oh. Hoopa! The soil in the paddies is as one would expect, rich in colour and suitably moist. Not dry or nor flaky. So we've got bad reeds, water's fine, soil's fine, and sleepy frogs. Seen enough? I'll call everyone together and we can share our discoveries. Marit, did you just send me like... did you send me a meme of something? Is that you? Well, what do we think? Any obvious problems? I found a sleepy frog and it was so sad. I agree. The waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. That's not what I said. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. Hey, I'm an alchemist. I'm level 90 alchemist. I'm an alchemist. I don't have much to add about the fields, but something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival. This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put on their festival. Give them a reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other. Stranger things have happened. Right. I failed to see the relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Lamat's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven from reeds that looks like a bird. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen that. That's over that way. In that big building to the north? Let's go and see it. I haven't done anything to Robo Jables. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Erenville's right though, like, yeah, doing a festival might make the people of the village more energetic for a little while, but it will be short term. And not only that, but that will have no impact at all on the animals and insects that live in this place. So I don't know what Lamat's even thinking here. Terrible idea. Absolutely terrible. I say that with the experience of 90 levels of alchemy behind me. Did this last night, Scott? So you're not that far ahead of me then. Interesting. You've been waiting? Nice. I do? Oh yeah, I've got 3 letters. There's no Moogle here. We're gonna have to wait until I find a Moogle. Oh, James, you're getting distracted from the game. Meanwhile, you guys are sending me, like, many letters to distract me from the game. Plot of Stormblood so far. Get to a village, they mistrust you. Say yes to villagers if they need help. They're reluctant to, but change their minds after doing them a favor or two. Repeat, definitely. It's not quite, but yeah, I see why you might think that at the start. Yes, this is the float I remember. Does it not appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Dun 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 dun. Boop 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 boop. Oh dear, one of the bird's eyes seems to be missing a gemstone. These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colours were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. There's that stupid comedy music again. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel without all the carrying poles intact? Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. Now, how do we go about fixing it? What is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. It is a shame it's in such a poor state due to the recent storm, I gather. Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With a float in this condition, there can be no lifting of wings. No Lihana. Lihana, that's what the festival was called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help give you the strength to work through this tragedy. The role of festival leader is mine this year, and there is nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have enough materials to repair the float. We need a bokiksa for the missing eye, uipo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. 2 of these I know. A bokiksa is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment, and uipo wood is essential for crafting ceremonial instruments. These chosen feathers, however. The wind chosen is the victor of a competition in which the contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics. That's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We are soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I think I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so that they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated, and if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Why don't you eat the float? Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. Eat the float! The wind chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies. which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favoured for ceremonial tools. The demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. Hey, Heartstream, welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in. I'd wager the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes. So it does what? Unleash rays of searing light from its eyes or some such nonsense? Surely you jest. While an intriguing supposition, I arrived at a slightly different conclusion. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. A focus? For what? Oh! Ihana is a harvest festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual, ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float a tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. In the beginning, it may well not have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it, but when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Lihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I don't know how to pronounce that festival name. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and the poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alice and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okanu to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. Just offer up your sister as energy? Okay. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effect. I'm good, thank you, Heart. I'm good. Very warm. It's a hot day today, but otherwise good. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can, and the responsibility is mine after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linu Hanu. Nice to meet you, Linu Hanu, and certainly let's all go together. 4? What are you all sending me? Stop sending me things. Stop sending me things. Thanks to Lamat, we found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there is something to be said for following one's instincts. Dumb. The shipwright's name is Wook Evu. He's a Jibral who only moved to Kozamauka a few years ago, but has since mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking for favor. A proper Hanu greeting. Oh, that one. Don't worry, I remember how it goes. Then we shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okbek Bay, to the east of here. What is with the word? Like, why? What is with the words in this place? Like, why can't they just be normal words? What is Obek? Like, why is it? Why has one word got 2 apostrophes in it? What's going on? I don't understand. I just want to speak. I just want to speak. Now, this is not something I need to do, but I haven't done any fighting as Viper aside from like a couple of enemies in the last stream. So I wanna get some fights under my belt. You didn't mind most of the names, but it got ridiculous when you started fishing. Are the fish like ridiculously named as well? Might actually have to heal soon. Push that a bit far then. Where's the debuff? Have they taken out the debuff that you get at the start of the Viper combo? They removed one, added another. Oh, for crying out loud, I've only just... Never mind. It is what it is. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die, dabba dee dabba die. I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. Picto's the new favorite job they refuse to make changes to. I don't track that. I mean, I don't think that's the way it would work, right? Their favorite job is the one they're going to be tweaking all the time, right? The job they don't care about is the one they're going to ignore. Is how I would assume that would go. Alright, I'm going to hand these in. That should finish this. Stupidly strong, they're not changing it. $21. Alright, that's that. That was a fun little diversion. Pictoancer is overtuned. Instead of nerfing it a bit, they buffed everything else, but nerfed Samurai. Yeah, Samurai, my Samurai just keeps getting, like, chopped down. I actually quite like Samurai. This is Okbekbe, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozamauka from Tuliolal and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wook Ivu, he lives and works in the House of Waters, high at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, the climb up the stairs can be challenging. Oh, do you know what I've not been doing? I've not been scanning for with my ether compass. 138 northeast. Okay, which is over there. Oh, I've not been getting my Chocobo XP. I always leave my Chocobo behind. Oh, I've got... Oh, I did the tournament earlier. That's right. Hello, right click. Need to trade those in later. I'm so close to having my the airship that I've been saving for from the Gold Saucer. I'm at 3.85 million MGP. I need 4 million. We're so close. 94 north. There it is. .385 southeast. Okay, so that'll be later. I guess this is 10 ether currents to find in Dawntrail. Yeah. Endwalker, I kind of did half and half with the full ether currents. I think about 2 or 3 of the areas I unlocked flight using the 10 ether currents, and then Dawntrail released, and I got like the other 5. Some of them I'd already, like some of them like Labyrinthos, I'd unlocked like loads of ether currents, but then of course you don't get the second half of Labyrinthos until like much later in the story. So like I did like 5 or 6 at the top bit, and then only like 2 down the bottom. That was kind of nice.
What do you want with me?
Right. The greeting. Oh, Kali!
Oh, Kali!
Oh, Kali.
Good. You brought your manners with you.
When you know Kanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
I wonder what they think about my
I appreciate
Vanu
an
dance.
open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before.
You're Wook Lamat.
unexpected honor for old Wokevu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette. Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not? Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
Well, that was quick.
How prompt.
Yeah, that was prompt.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad
Ihihana.
shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
Abokisha. Oh my god.
That I do. But, well, I would like nothing more than to offer my services.
It's like
I
learning
just
another
used the
language.
last I had of both those materials.
It is learning another
My
language.
lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
Arcanus, thank you for being my
Wait that
biggest
long.
fan.
If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable. A gross violation of social protocol.
Take his head.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit.
What is this man? What's wrong with him?
What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Lamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Third Promise.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo.
Uiipo.
We can leave
Uiipo.
the Abokisha to your friends, I presume?
Abokisha.
Take yourself to Cave Kikitola or thereabouts,
Kikitola.
and you should find the stones you need.
Uiipo.
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
That should save us some time.
All right then, let's get moving.
Spy! A spy in our midst. Interloper. Impostor. Seize him.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress.
Saboteur!
Ihihana, you say?
Ihihana.
Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out.
Not that funny.
Third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Wasn't that funny? Mildly amusing at best. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Okanu. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. Okay.
Marriage says James said no more distracting redeems, so I'll guess he'll ask what this means in binary. Help 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 bell, bell, bell.
I see.
Ah, a binary puzzle for us to decode. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I don't speak LP&L. But it seems like someone is having some fun with letters. Feel free to challenge me with some real binary code next time.
Lamat is right. This is how TTS will be removed. Southwest of here, was it? Let us be on our way. No, southwest. Let's go across country. Message deleted by moderator. Five, 358 west. Okay, so there's going to be another one over here somewhere. Two, 3. Cave Kikitola, as promised, home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot the raw abokisha by its green hue glimmer. Bring anything matching that description to me. I forgot how we pronounced it. I shall help scour the inside of the cave then. You take the west half, and I'll take the east. Ooh, I need these. It's good I have a non-spoiler chat set up in 14. What are you guys talking about? Are you talking about how I pronounce things? Drops in with pizza. Hello, Eorzeans. Hello, Dark Bahamut. How was the rest of your stream earlier? Upon closer inspection, you find the glimmer you spied was just light reflecting off the water. Oh yes, I turned off shout. That's right. I did turn off shout. There's my ether current. I actually forgot about that. Metal Gear. Three, 2, 7 southwest. Down here somewhere. Okay. Stop just as you're going into the cast room too. Ah, nice. Okay, Dark Bahamut. Yeah, interesting duty you're coming up to. Hello there. You find a chunk of stone glowing a distinct shade of green. Kryptonite! This seems like the exact kind of mineral Linu Hanu was looking for. Superman will be devastated. I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Did you have better luck inside the cave? You bet I did. Yes, this is Abokisha. Along with Kryle's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. The stones you brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. I can't even read the normal English words now. Square are going live with Dawntrail and are having some giveaways. Ooh, is that now? He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Lamat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it for myself and for my friend. Oh, they announced on the server? Oh, really? I'm conflicted. We got a 10 minutes timer on stream. Oh, so that what? It's going to happen now? It's happening now? Is that what we're saying? Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall. Where's my first duty? That's what I want. Rupat, hello, by the way. With that, let us return and deliver the Abokisha into Wook Evu's waiting hands. Only technically for the next 10 minutes. Oh, what? Is it like a really quick thing? Is it just a really quick thing? Lally ho! Duty commenced, it says. Oh, it begins in 10 minutes. It begins in 10 minutes. I like it quick. Arcana King. Whoa. That's what you probably attempted to convey. I get you now. I'm with you now. I am understanding. Oh, what? I've got to go all the way over there. Just see that person carrying boxes back and forth. This is gonna go well. We need to compete with this. The man is just too good. I have doubts. I have doubts that that's what they thought. That's not the right person. Stream closed. Prizes are US and Canada only. RIP. Thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Uipo. What if the Abokisha? Oh my god, why? Yes, these are excellent samples, a goodly quantity too. At this stage, you've likely surmised that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow. But not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If I was to plan, the results should be spectacular. Now, to get to work on crafting these pieces for the float, I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Uipo's conductivity. Then I'd be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Okanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. Ah! Ugh! That was a big jump. Oh, I talked to him again. Gathering the Uipo was a trial in and of itself. At first, Wook-Evu criticized everything I did. Then he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must punish myself," and proceeded to slam his head into an Uipo tree. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen to the poles and the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. There are prizes to be had. We're going to let you know about them on your EU server, but you can't have them. Yeah, no. Why is? Oh yeah, there. It's purple. So in the in-game right now on this EU server, it says duty commenced is now streaming live on Twitch. Join the community team as they venture into Dawntrail for the first time and host fun giveaways. And then there's a link to the stream. But they've just said on the stream itself that if you're in the European region, you can't have any of the prizes. So why advertise it here, Square? For God's sake. Yeah, I know, Cobra. That's really irritating as well. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. T-Mobile already pays you sub. It's just marketing, isn't it? That's all it is. They don't really care about like people getting the deal. They just want to get the brand exposure out there, which is quite old-fashioned marketing for these days. Over there by that float, isn't that the third promise? Then the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Koana out. Kona? I think they pronounce it Kona, don't they? A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reed, something about what needs to be done. Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. Heh, that sounds like our Kona. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Got Netflix too. Even if you got a free month of Apple TV, you probably wouldn't use it. I haven't checked it. Yeah, I got it free with my phone, and I never used it. Paid the $2 upgrade for no ads. You can pay by tourist agencies to get you to come to the US and Canada, but we're forbidden as part of our contract, so outright say it. Peak level of different streaming services, and because viewership is so split, shows are getting a bit crap and people are dropping most streaming services altogether. Well, it's going to turn in, like, it's already starting to happen, where eventually you'll end up with like bundled streaming services and it'll turn into more of an old-fashioned cable TV thing. We're going to end up in that situation again. You know, like with Sky, oh, you can have the movies package, you can have the sports package. It's going to be that, but you'd be like, you can have the Disney package, you can have the Netflix package. In fact, my Sky subscription includes Netflix already. So, I'm sending the BBC fans around. I was going to make a dark joke then based on news today, but I'm not gonna go there. Now I'm far. Al Merit's actually said the same thing once they got the same way of cable. Yeah, it's pretty niche now, but it'd be easy to make it more mainstream. Yeah. Hulu and ESPN Day. Yeah, and Amazon's doing it as well with Shudder and God knows what else as well. Not seeing the news today. Be right back. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. It took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for miles. We had to turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Erenville's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. I am a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. As for us, we've brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by Wook Evu, and all that's left is to attach them. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Papa was the guest of honor last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. Oh, who is it? Our beloved Ihihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Wook Lamat, as our guest of honor. Huh? Me? This boat won't make me seasick, will it? It's not going on the sea, is it? I don't think so. Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Wook Lamat. Yeah, look at her, exactly. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kozanuaki with a sacred likeness of Kijahi. Kijahi is ensconced. What I'd like you to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. Oh, finally, I'm going to get to fight. Consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wook Evu is finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wook Evu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end. As Lunohanu said, Kozanuaki should be down this way, then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about bridges and the Stride of the Sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Kishahihi. Kishahihi. Oh, crying out loud. So I just have to kill everything on the way? I can do that. I do like how quick Viper is. It's a very swift job. (541) south. Oh, he's dead. Oh, shit. I just did that for no reason. Quick, get to the next thing before this expires. I'm not gonna make it. One thing I don't like about Viper is how busy it is. Like, the combos are just... it's overkill. Like, to kind of explain it, these three at the top are my single blade combos. So single enemy, single blade combos. Then I have AoE single blade combos. Then I have another batch of single blade combos, which take up all 6 of these buttons here. Oh, that's a range one, sorry. So it takes up these 5 buttons. And then over here, I've got another AoE. These ones are for joining your weapon together. So you've got your blades separated, 6 buttons for single and AoE. You've got your blades joined together, 5 plus 3 more over here. It's like there's just way too many buttons for just basic attacks. And that means things like my slither ability to like dash forward is pushed onto another hotbar instead of being nice and accessible. It's irritating. 237 northeast. There's going to be another ether current. (186). $140. Hey, there's Alfie. Alphino, tell me you didn't kill the frogs. Alphino. Say it ain't so. Explain yourself, young man. I'm so disappointed in you. I said northwest, up that way. Alice didn't kill any frogs. Good work, Alice. Leaving the frogs alone. Like that brother of yours. Like that brother of ours. 157 west is back this way, so let's have a quick scoot over here. See if we can find that ether current. Hey, yeah, no worries. Thank you for coming back and saying goodnight. Appreciate having you in here tonight. We hope to see you in Dawntrail soon. .58 south. There it is. You get to Dawntrail within 1 week. I'd love to see it happen. Don't hold me to that, yeah. Nah, have a good night, thank you. Maybe if someone was playing like without sleep and without eating and without ever leaving their computer, it could be possible perhaps. But I doubt it. 264 east. That's a bit too far out. We'll probably end up going over that way soon. It's quite a big area. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Kishaihi. The Hanu deity of the harvest. I was half expecting a flying whale. A whale? Why a whale of all things? Anyway, it said that their Kishaihi here was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was then brought to Tural by the first Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent. Then mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linu Hanu? He'll want to know that the path is safe for the procession. Right, and I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. Oh, at least we don't have to go all the way back. Meanwhile, in Okanu. Oh no, what's going to happen? Something's going to go wrong.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
That's not civilized.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Oh, Linu Hanu.
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
Show him the dance. Rock his socks off.
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Lamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again. This is a priceless treasure. And as festival leader, I would die to protect it.
Very well, if that's what you want.
Oh, nuts. Burb. Oh, please, Burb. Oh, here we go.
Into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
Owly, are you secretly that two-headed monster in disguise?
Your lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Now we're here. That cool Jar Jar
plan was
Binks.
to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
Oh, Bish, you don't know who you're dealing with, do ya? You just don't know. It's time for a lesson.
Calm yourself, chosen one. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre.
Nope. Just one death.
More, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Very hot rock to lie on.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts. Lucky for you.
Eh.
Two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Wook needs training.
Talk to us, third promise. You're not dying, are you?
Oh, come on now.
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
He's a very happy burb. Look at him.
Yes. Yes, we are.
He's cute when he does a big smile. He's like, eee. A very happy burb. No one else mirrors that energy at all. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I may as well have not been there at all. Nonsense! You stood your ground and brought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. Money. I don't want dice. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Oho Kali. See? I remember. Any packages arrive? Just a massive box of turtles from Rimvello. And when I say a massive box of turtles, I mean a massive, massive box of turtles. There's like 10 of them.
Marriage says write us a frog-based haiku crossed with Fuxif.
Croaking in the pond, summoner casts Bahamut, a frog's mighty leap.
Crossed with Fuxiv. Exactly. Without Ihihana, life feels so empty. Okay, I have to say... Oh, ho, Kali. Oh, ho, Kali! Thank you for letting me know. I should very much like to attend the festival, but the repair should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? What to do? Oh, Kali! The festival is about to begin. What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there. Clearing up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. Oh, he's really excited. Oh, Kali! What? The float is fixed. Our fallen friends will be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. The Hanu were pleased to hear that festival was going ahead, I imagine. That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Right. Off we go.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning.
I was just thinking that, Lakar. I was just thinking about where the first duty might be. I don't feel like I'm close to it.
Rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
It doesn't feel close.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Lamat, the savior of our beloved festival!
He's the happiest Hanu ever.
Let your shoulders burn! or your feathers fall out. But do not even think of dropping her.
He's such a happy bub. And everyone else is just like, yeah, man, okay. But he's like so happy.
Ready and...
Oh my god, that's incredibly rocky.
I can get used to this.
Why are they walking like that? How is she even managing to keep her balance?
Will empty belly stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float.
They're like, yes!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Golol Jaja.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Their legs must be knackered. They clearly don't skip leg day, despite how thin their ankles are. Like, that would be tiring. The ridiculous way they were walking.
Watch well.
Why were they casually just shoulder pressing it?
The true glory of Ihihana.
Ihihana. Best viewers. Oh my goodness. Wow. I had no idea that you could engage in such viewer purchasings.
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Dead internet theory gets more true every day. Does that mean like fake eyeballs, basically, like fake views on things, Owly? I've never heard that term before, but I think I understand it. Them some fast-growing plants.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible.
Interactions being a facade carried out by robots. It is getting truer, yeah. Anyway, I'm definitely not beep boop, but very real. Of course, you're an owl. There's no such thing as a robot owl. Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished. So should we be getting the first tablet finished now? The first of our 7 tabs?
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account.
Stop eavesdropping on our conversation, young lady.
Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognize the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper. We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater. But today's events remind us of the power in tradition.
We fixed it.
Kona!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Is his solution is basically the same, except it's concentrated and he didn't have to do the festival. It's more of a technological alternative, but it's the same.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's the same thing. He still covered the land in ether,
What?
right?
You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
Yeah, it's just the same as what we did, except without the theatrics.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamat, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology.
I like his jacket.
Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
But people enjoyed lugging the heavy floats. They liked it. Look at that guy, he's so happy.
You always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Lamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. I like you even more now than I did before.
Oh.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
Yeah, Snacky. His jacket reminds me of the one I used for
this
Archer,
is
but a
what they
different
look
color.
like.
I'll show you in a minute.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
Stick it in. Stick it in.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And on to the next.
He's off already. Not even a goodbye.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
The third
Kona.
promise? You must join us for Ikikana next season. As Dawn servant, of course.
Oh, you. He's so happy.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now.
Tulihiola.
Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
Tulihiola.
These are interesting times indeed.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
He's going to destroy the crops.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
He'll pour it and they'll destroy them all. Oh, maybe he's not gonna. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. So yeah, his jacket reminds me of this one. In fact, I think it is that one. Is it that one? Because it's got the components that hang on the side. It's got the kind of, it's just a different color palette on it. It's got the bow thing. He's got the little bow thing. Is it the same jacket? Just a different color? It might actually be. Might have to compare. Next time I'm in an area where I can control my character, I'll switch to this and I'll compare. My journey has just started, and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wook Evu for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Linu Hanu. It warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited, thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Jabalyav T.I. Is that... I think these are ether current quests, so I know I can do those later. They're for off-stream. Off-stream dues. Is this back in Tulihiola? Yes, it is. I could teleport there, but I'm still getting used to the area, and I still want to see the area, so I'm gonna drive it back. And then off stream, I'll come back and I'll grab these blue quests to get the quest ether currents. Just one check before we go. 360 west. Do I go for it? Let's do it. Let's grab this one before we go back. Pew, pew. $64. It's not right up there, is it? $42 northeast. It is. It's up the bloody tree, isn't it? Unless it's in the tree. No. Oh, it's not here. There's a lookup point though. It's 24 that way. Ah, there it is. Oh, God. $621 south. Okay, that's way too far off. So we leave that one for now. Back to Tuli Hyolal. So there's a lot more to do in this area. 2 ether crystals that I haven't even touched yet. No preference. Da, 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 da. Could do my retainers quickly as well. They're going to be right here. Just down those stairs. Check your mail. Oh yeah. And just like that, we found an Elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march on towards Urkopacha. Chances are good we'll find an Elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your opportunistic Pelu friend has to say. Alright. Let's do retainers, and then if the Moogle mail thing is nearby, then I'll see what these 4 letters are about. Augmented Deep Shadow Mana Trigger. Ooh. Oh. That's kind of nice. Level 80 though. Neoish Guardian, top of casting. Don't like it. Two more. Corsage. There's such a waste of inventory space. Here, have a corsage. I never wear those. I'm more doing this to clear the inventory than I am to actually give her good stuff. That'll do for now. Alright, where's the Moogle? Oh, there's the Moogle. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? You're resorting to sending me turtles in-game? It's not enough that I'm receiving them in my house in boxes full of turtles, but you're now resorting to sending them in-game as well. A minion that I already have, mind you. Where did you even get all these from? And that's an actual big turtle as well. That's a big one. A large turtle that inhabits the depths of water-filled calderas. Has anyone thought of mailing James turtles? Yeah, it's happening. Probably 1,000 gil a pop. The absolute waste. The absolute waste of gil. I've been waiting for what feels like days and eaten enough of Brook Evu's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Okopacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Okopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me! Alpacas. Who'd spend money on tormenting a streamer? Exactly. Who would even do that? What a terrible thing to do to a person. And I'm completely innocent. I'm not deserving of any of that. Every Guido was under 100 gil. What should we do with them? Maybe I'll go to like the starting city states and just look for people with sprouts. Give them a turtle. Whilst I'm dressed as a frog. May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. These animals can traverse Okopacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are natives to Yogg-Tooral. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities and where it's not needed anyway? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What do they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. I've already ridden them. We're really doing this then. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Okapacha, then that's what we'll do. It rains a lot here. In Tuliholal. It seems every time I come here, it's raining. I don't know why. They stole it from us.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea.
It's pronounced England.
Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha,
Urkopacha.
100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty.
He said Valigarmanda.
With that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
But they said Valigarmanda before. Watching a major storm fly by, 80-mile-an-hour winds. Really, Sodeo? Are you safe? Are you like all locked down and all good? Protected?
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear.
Is it snowing or is that just pollen?
Mountains everywhere you look.
Cobra's driving? Oh, for crying out loud.
One massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Al.
That is Workor Sormor.
It's
the
coming
tallest
home.
mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places. But I should introduce myself. I am Bolnok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watrunpelo.
Oh, truly, I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch.
You know, I'm something of a
The
weaver
rancher
myself.
and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
You know, I'm something of a culinarian
It's an
myself.
Urkopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep.
Make sure your phone
Goodbye,
doesn't fly away,
and safe
Sodeo.
travels.
Goodbye, Weaver Man.
Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say.
That would be silly.
Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliola. Pelu Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
You've already given one money for nothing.
Watchun Pelo's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
It's right there.
She can literally see it. He's got no faith or trust in her whatsoever. Would they be upset if I attacked the alpaca? I won't, but would they be upset about it? Just wanted to make sure they were. You will. You saw the Wicked Witch fly by. This is it. Watchun Pelo, home of the Pelu Pelu. Lamat should have arrived before us. Oh, and the place is on fire already. That's not good. You've come all this way for the right of succession? Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And our nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady. That's right. Come, come, come! Third Promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. All right, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. Ahem, what did we just talk about? Erinville, when did you... A Shitona from far off Jacques Tural. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I can't imagine how you survived them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the Third Promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, my shop door is always open. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Lamat fall prey to this affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. A valuable insight into them. Oh my god, we should never bring Istinian here. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take Erinville's words of caution to heart. We're gonna find Istinian here, aren't we? He's gonna be here. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kryl, Alice, and I will speak with the merchants. Wook, Lamat, you and Erenville might try approaching travelers and passers-by. James, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Alright, well what I'm going to do first of all is sync with this Aetheryte. And get that alpaca. So is this another, this is another area? I thought this was the same area as before, but just a different part of it, but it's an actual different area entirely. Who's that down there? Oh, it's another player. Okay, I think that here is a good place to finish up. This is roughly about like the same state of the quest that we started yesterday. The one that we've just done with the Hanu. We kind of stopped at this same point where we had to go and investigate, and I think we've done that now here. So this I think is a good place to call it. This is a good place to call it. I do believe so. I do believe so. Thanks everyone for watching tonight. I am gonna get that all wrapped up there. And we'll say thanks to these legends who have supported the stream this very day. I'm not going to say thank you for any of the turtles. If it's a genuine throne gift, I'll say thank you, but if it's not, then no. Yeah, thank you for the follow today. We had a resub from Scott Sweet, the sweetest of Scott, who is now Red 13 in the book. Shinobi She, thank you for the raid today. Mods, thank you for your modding. Duties, Vips, thanks for your vipping. Chatters, thanks for your chatting. And those who joined the party earlier on in the stream to help with that early duty, thank you for that as well. And the turtles are genuine gifts. Not that I sent turtles, I'm sure you didn't. I'm sure you didn't. No, thank you everyone for watching. We'll continue this off tomorrow. It will be more of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail tomorrow, MSQ. Hopefully, I think we'll get the Pelu done tomorrow, and then maybe we'll be on to the next kind of major bit of story. We'll see how that goes. And then Friday, we'll be doing the Endwalker raid, so I'll be contacting you on Discord about that.